And everything in my power is trying to not sing like Kate Bush right now. We move on to a Don't Give Up. You've got too much to live for. We move on to 8:20 p.m. Pittsburgh Steelers 5-3-1, 2-1-1 on the road at Los Angeles Chargers 5-4, 2-3 at home. SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Steelers coming in off an ugly 16-16 tie at home against the lowly Lions. Jose, could you pop that picture up for us one more time? Oh, that's good stuff. Now, obviously, I'm laughing a little bit harder because I'm having a monster day in NHL, baby. Get those balls up right on the table. Place them on the table. Get that fucking money. Here we go. We have the Steelers opening up as 5.5-point dogs. Now, that's at Sports Action. They're saying that Pinnacle doesn't have this game up, and they don't. So Pinnacle hasn't opened this up for action. See what Bet365 has at this spot right now. They have the Steelers at plus 5.5 and this total at 47. We go over to the cash flow. We have just 1,689 tickets in. It's fun. These Tuesday night shows are fun when we see there's no game with more than 2,500 tickets in. And all these games are going to have 60K tickets in a second. 68% of the tickets are on the Chargers. 91% of the tickets are on the under. We don't even know. We don't even know where the cash lies here. Slat says that I can sing the anthem for the Birdie Bebsie fight. Okay. Swaggy D, that was a big loser for me. I guess that comes to no surprise. Everybody's been watching me cap this year, but I was on Brooklyn. That's tie. Got me in the GOAT. All right. SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Steelers coming off that ugly loss with Roethlisberger out with COVID. Mason Rudolph was 30 of 50 for 242 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So Roethlisberger is symptomatic. So we don't even know if he's playing this week. And obviously, the sharpest book in the world, Pinnacle, is not going to, wow, Dennis Garcia. This is the greatest Canadian soccer team of all time, man. Fuck the Leonarduzzi brothers and Carl Valentine of 1986 fame. So Ben doesn't need to practice this week. Tomlin's gone out and said it. Ben does not need to practice this week, and he can start. Najee Harris ran 26 times for 105 yards, caught 4 passes for 28 yards. Deontay Johnson caught 7 passes for 83 yards. He also lost a fumble. Ray McLeod caught 9 passes for 63 yards. Is doing a nice job in the returning game. Joe Scobert had 13 tackles. Alex Highsmith, 11 tackles, 2 for a loss, 1 quarterback hit, 4 sacks and 6 quarterback hits. TJ Watt left in the third quarter with a hip and knee injury and did not return. And his MRI came back clean. So, yeah, he looks like a little bitch. Tell him that. Say I said it. Left guard Kevin Dotson went down with an ankle injury in the second quarter. JC Hassenauer replaced him. It didn't look that good. It's a high ankle sprain. He's week to week, so Hassenauer is going to be on the offensive line here. And we've already had Birdie talk about this Steelers offensive line being the worst in the league. Joe Hayden left in the first half with a foot injury, didn't return. He's day-to-day. He could play this week. Slatsy says Chargers all day long. Trey Turner was hurt in the third quarter, so here's another offensive lineman with an ankle injury. He was replaced by Joe Haig, who plays tackle. Turner's list is questionable. He's probably going to be able to go. Claypool with a toe injury, expected to participate in practice tomorrow. We will see. Mike Tomlin said that Minkah Fitzpatrick is not expected to play Sunday. Minkah Fitzpatrick's sick and won't be playing. Birdie's already bet the under here. Swaggy D says Chargers my 5-star play. And pocket quarterback Lamar Jackson says the starting defensive tackle and Bosa have COVID. I'm going to have to dive into that right now. But Vikings have COVID issues. Maybe, Jose, could you give us a COVID update on the Chargers? Give us a COVID update on the Chargers. When you have that update, just jump in. Chargers came in off a disappointing 27-20 loss to the Vikings. They had every reason to lose. The Vikings had every reason to lose that game, and they did not. Chargers now lost 3 of 4. Herbert, 195 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 20-34. Keenan Allen led the receivers with 8 catches for 98 yards. Austin Eckler had 11 carries for 44 yards, 3 receptions for 15 yards. He didn't have a very good game, but he did catch his 20th receiving touchdown in a 5-year career, making him the youngest running back since the draft in 1967 to reach that mark. They only had the ball for 24 minutes. They did not look good. Derwin James, Kaiser White each had 12 tackles. They got 2 sacks, 6 quarterback hits. Safety Nazir Adderley inactive. Same with cornerback Michael Davis, running back Justin Jackson, safety Mark Webb Jr., and they're listed as questionable this week. Here is your Sunday nighter, Bebsie. Steelers, Chargers, take it away.
Bebsie, before you go, I'll give you the update.
Thank you. Perfect.
Joey Bosa on the COVID list. Jerry Tillery on the COVID list. Minka Fitzpatrick on the COVID list.
Wow, so it said non-COVID related illness. It's COVID.
Yeah, he tested positive, Minka. So, yeah, all those guys all on the COVID list. And then I believe, I'm not 100% sure on TJ. But no, I think TJ's just hurt the knee, or the hip, you said. But, yeah, Bosa is also out. Minka's out and all that good stuff. So, good luck capping this line.
Thank you very much for that update. Bebsie, take it away. Steelers, Chargers with this new information.
I'd like to be on the under here. I have no lean one way or the other with the totals, just based on we don't know who's playing. We know that some guys have COVID and more than likely will be out, and those defense players. Otherwise, I'd be on the under. I still expect a sloppy game. I just don't know if it's going to be a sloppy game. Like, you got Tillery and Bosa out. My look will more than likely be Najee Harris rush props. But I can't bet anything in this game until I know who's playing, who's not. And I think more is going to develop throughout this week. With sickness and who has COVID, who doesn't, who's in, who's out. So for me, it's a pass until I have all the information. I'll need a little bit more. But Najee Harris and maybe yards total. If you got Tillery and Bosa out, that's a look that I think is going to be real hot come the weekend.
Why do we not bet the Steelers plus 5.5 right now? Because it's possible that Mason Rudolph can be under center come Sunday?
I got to be honest with you. I watched that full game this weekend, and I don't think Mason Rudolph is any worse than Big Ben right now. I saw pretty much the same offense, so that doesn't sway me one way or the other. Wyatt Chapman is spot on there.
It's a blow.
COVID could really take some life out of Roethlisberger.
Well, there's so many moving parts in this Sunday nighter. It's 10:30 on Tuesday night, and we're information.
I think it's crazy to try and cap this game until you have more information. You're just guessing. That's kind of what we're doing anyways, but educated guessing, and we're missing a lot of information.
One of the tough spots with this week's card is that betting against what the public saw last week has been hugely successful. But so many of these matchups either have two teams who played well last week or two teams that were terrible last week. Lucky Power says Chargers easy money even without Bosa because their defense does not look good this year. And Staley knows it. Like in that Eagles game, when push came to shove, he was risking everything to keep the offense in the field because he knew the defense would shit the bed. And we saw the Vikings dominate that game. So at this point, it's the Steelers got to be the look. But Minka would, we need more information. And so I apologize. I apologize for those of you watching this on Thursday or Friday or Saturday. But at this point, we need more information. We'll be talking about this on Bending with the Bag Tuesday through Friday.